In my experience, when people find out you make rosaries, rather than asking to purchase a new one, they bring you their old ones that are broken to fix. This is quite doable, even though they're usually commercially made with inferior materials, which is why they broke in the first place. But the first piece of advice I would give you is that you're simply going to have to go over the whole rosary bead by bead, because even places where it didn't break, you're going to find links that are stretched and are going to come apart if you don't do something about it. So you have to go over the whole rosary bead by bead, looking for stretched and bent pieces, which doesn't take very long. And especially if they're older rosaries, this is not difficult because the materials, even though they're finer, tend to be quite a bit stiffer than the kind that you get today from the more mass-produced places. The next problem you're going to run into with broken rosaries is that there's missing beads. This is very, very common, and it's usually very difficult to replace beads that are missing because a lot of the commercial beads simply aren't available anymore. There are several ways around this, though. If you're making a repair and the rosary is missing 6 beads or less, you can steal the Our Father beads from the in-between pieces, even from the beginning part, and you can use them to replace the decades. Then replace the Our Fathers with something like a metal bead that has, words on it. You can use 2-loop metals that have pictures on them. You can use solid metals. You can even use beads that are slightly larger, something the same color or a complementary color. These ones here were a similar bead, and we simply capped them. The next difficulty you're going to run into is when you simply don't have enough beads at all. That's when you may have to consider using the beads that you do have to make a chaplet or 1-decade rosaries even, but don't do that without the permission of the person who asked for the repair. If they simply gave you the broken rosary, that's a different story. There's lots of fun things you can do with them. These ones we turned into a 7 Sorrows rosary because you only need 7 beads for the decades on that instead of 10 like you do on a regular Dominican rosary. So I hope this has given you a few ideas on what to do when someone asks you for a repair. This is Monica from St. Joseph's asking God's blessings on you, and thanks for watching.